Hey everybody, this is Ippo, and today I'm going to be doing something very special. This is going to be a list that I made. It's not going to be a very good list, but it's going to be a list. This is going to be my top 25 favorite animes of all time so far, I guess. Because I haven't seen all animes, obviously, and there's quite a few that I haven't seen that I would like to see, or I'm in the process of seeing. Keep in mind, this is completely my opinion, so if you didn't see something up here that's your favorite thing, I'm sorry, that's your deal, not mine. There's also a good chance I haven't seen it yet, because there will be quite a few honorable mentions put into this as well, some of which I have not seen or have not finished seeing. So just keep that in mind. Anyway, let's start the list. Coming in at number 25. At number 25, we have the Fate series. This includes Fate Zero and Fate Stay Night, Unlimited Blade Works. Those are the two I've seen. I didn't actually watch Fate Zero or Fate Stay Night. Sorry. Overall, I really like this anime. It's got some cool parts. It feels more like a guilty pleasure, though. Honestly, more than anything. But just cool anime. Number 24, Fist of the North Star. I enjoy this one. It's kind of cool. It does have cool effects, and it's from the 80s, which makes it a little bit nostalgic, even though I wasn't even around in the 80s. It just had a really big impact on anime. The reason why it's so low, though, is simply because it gets really repetitive the more it goes on. Number 23, Higurashi, or When They Cry. Now, this one I actually haven't seen all the seasons of Higurashi. I've only seen the very first one. So this might be breaking my rule a little bit later on of just, wanting to see these things completely. But, I enjoyed it. It was really, really creepy. And that's why I put it at 23, because I haven't seen the rest. At 22, it's Samurai Champloo. I really like Samurai Champloo. It's just a funny, action-packed, fast-paced show. It's cool and entertaining. At number 21 is One Punch Man. I put this relatively low as 21 because I really, really like the show as of now. But it's only been out for one season, so who knows what's going to go on in the next one. Number 20, Hajo no Ippo. I've seen all of these except for the newest season. This one was particularly fun. I didn't really think I would like any sort of sports anime, but this one really got my attention. Number 19, Tokyo Ghoul. This one, I started out liking it as Season 1, but I really loved it as Season 2, and I really hope it keeps up the same pace as in Season 2. Number 18, Parasite. I already talked about this one in one of my reviews. It was actually the very first anime review I did. And it was really cool. I really enjoyed it. It was just a fun horror experience. Number 17, Hellsing Ultimate. This one is just awesome. If you want to see vampires done right, check this one out. That's all I really have to say. Number 16, Soul Eater. This one was a lot more fun than I thought it would be. Honestly, I didn't think I was going to like this one a whole lot. I figured it'd have funny moments in it, but I really ended up enjoying it. Number 15, Black Lagoon. This one, again, is more of a fun, action-paced one with a ton of swearing in it and a ton of adult themes throughout. And it just really fits. It's fun to watch. Number 14, Attack on Titan. I really like Attack on Titan. I actually have an Attack on Titan shirt that you might have seen me wear a few times. And it's a really cool anime. I want to see what is going to happen more in it, though, when newer seasons get released. So that's something to look forward to. Number 13, Claymore. I like Claymore. It has a lot of really strong female roles in it, which is pretty cool, as in a lot of animes just don't have strong females. They just have pretty much fan service females that are just there for that. And Claymore did it right. Except for the ending. Number 12, Steins Gate. Steins Gate was actually pretty cool. Honestly, I was trying to figure it out, and then about halfway through I said, screw it, I'm just along for the ride, and watched the rest of it and really enjoyed it. Coming in at number 11 is Rurouni Kenshin. Or Rurouni Kenshin, I'm not sure exactly how you say it now. This one feels more like a guilty pleasure, similar to Fist of the North Star, because it is nostalgic to me. This is one of the first animes that I remember seeing, and I just really, really enjoyed it. And it's still really cool today. Coming in at number 10 is Gurren Lagann. This one is epic in every sense of the word. It's got cool characters, and it's got cool fights, and it's just all around really cool. Number 9, Trigun. I really like Trigun. It's got a lot of really cool characters, along with one of my favorite main characters, as well as just an overall mostly friendly and peaceful message to it, which is kind of odd seeing as there's a lot of potential murder in it. Coming in at number 8 is Neon Genesis Evangelion. Everybody knows Neon Genesis if they're an anime fan. And I really like the original. I haven't watched the newer movies yet, but I'll get around to that. And I don't think they're completely done yet either. So I would like to see how those go. I didn't care so much for the characters in it at times. But they did seem very realistic. So that's why it's at number 8. Number 7 is Death Note. Everybody knows what Death Note is. And it's just really cool. I honestly didn't think I was going to like this one either, just because it just didn't seem like my kind of thing. But it was really cool. It had funny moments. It had pretty much every kind of genre in it, really. Number 6, Monster. I actually didn't particularly like somewhat close to the beginning of this anime, but as it progressed, I really got invested in it, and it is somewhat of a slow burn, I would consider. And it just has really cool characters, a really scary main villain in it that seems extremely realistic, and other likable characters all throughout. Number 5, Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. Now, to be fair, I haven't actually finished watching Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. I plan to, and I have seen the regular Fullmetal Alchemist. But that being said, I really enjoy Fullmetal Alchemist, and it has definitely driven my passion towards anime. That's why it's at number 5. Number 4, Code Geass. This one, again, I was really surprised with. I didn't think I was going to like it as much as I did. I figured it was going to be a good mech anime, just from reviews, but geez, that ending. That ending let's just throw all of the most action-packed epic scenes that we have into the very last episode and just have it be amazing. That's why it's at number 4. Number 3, Baccano. I was actually really surprised at this one too. I had known that this one was pretty underrated in most people's opinion, but yeah, it's really underrated even now when it's got more attention to it. It's one of my favorite animes, and it's got just cool characters all throughout, very likable characters, and most of them realistic. I also really like the English dub of this, mainly because it just fits. It's just supposed to be in America, so it's got English dub that just fits. Number 2, Cowboy Bebop. Who honestly didn't see Cowboy Bebop showing up on this list? Cowboy Bebop has just been around forever. It seems like it has. I watched the first couple episodes and just was in love with it, needed to watch all of them, and then it just has a super awesome ending. The movie's also really good with it too. Alright, now before we get to number 1, we're going to do our honorable mentions. Coming in on the first honorable mention place that we got is the big 3. And what I mean by that is One Piece, Bleach, and Naruto. All 3 of these show up here, mainly because I do enjoy each of them and different parts of each of them, and I also dislike parts of each of them as well. So that's why I figured they didn't quite belong on here, just for all that sake. I will say, however, my favorite out of the 3 is probably One Piece, which, again, was a huge surprise to me. And then it's probably Naruto and then Bleach. The next honorable mention is Dragon Ball Z. This one, again, it's similar to the first 3. It did have a really big impact on anime. I'm not disputing that at all. And it was really cool when I was a kid and watching it. But rewatching it again, I can definitely see that it has quite a few problems. Up next is Madoka Magica. This one's on here simply because I haven't watched it yet. I have heard that it's good. I am willing to believe people on that. I just haven't got around to watching it. Sorry. Next one is Akame ga Kill. This one's on here, again, similar to Madoka Magica. I haven't seen it. Well, mostly. I've seen bits and parts of this one. I really haven't seen anything on Madoka Magica. But still, I have not watched it, so I can't say anything about it. People have said it's good, but I haven't seen it, so I can't say. The next one is the Seven Sins, or the Seven Deadly Sins. Again, I have not watched this one. I have seen parts of it, but again, I have not watched it. People tell me it's good. I believe them. But again, I still haven't watched it, so I need to. Then we got Darker Than Black. Now, this is one that I've actually seen. And I really, really love the first season of it. The problem comes after the first season, though. Where at least the second season, I haven't seen the other ones past that. But the second season really just took a nosedive for me. It just got rid of the best character in the show, practically. It turned him into a hobo. And then just stopped being interesting. Up next is Shiki. This one was pretty cool, actually. I really liked it. The reason why it's on here is just because I didn't think it quite made the list. I also haven't seen a couple of the episodes in it. Mainly the last 5, and people tell me you must because that's where everything is good. And I definitely believe them. And the last one on the list is Kill la Kill. This one isn't on here, mainly because Gurren Lagann is on here. Once you take epic to a ridiculous proportion like Gurren Lagann, then, everything else that's trying to do the same thing just doesn't seem as much. My number 1 favorite anime, Berserk. I absolutely love this anime, and for the longest time, I didn't even really care about it. A few of my friends and my brothers had seen it and said that it was really awesome and really epic, and that you should check it out. I just disregarded that for almost like 2 years. And then actually went and watched it, and I was just blown away. It was absolutely amazing. I loved everything about it, even the ending. The ending really got my attention, because the ending is definitely probably the most messed up ending out of any anime ever, at least at the moment. Who knows what's going to come out in the future. But it just has such a messed up ending, and it just really sparked my curiosity, because I was told after that there's manga. The manga goes on after this. That it continues the story. So I was like, I gotta read this. I want to see what else happens. So I read it, and I was just blown away by that as well. And it's still ongoing now, even 20 years later, over 20 years later. And I just absolutely loved it. So that, and I'm not sure if that's just, me being nostalgic or what, but it definitely had the most impact on me out of pretty much any anime, simply because it made me want to go and see and read more and get more into that, where no other anime really did or really can anymore, because I could still be interested in something like the Claymore series, how it keeps going, but Berserk was the first one to do it for me. So that's why it's at my number 1 spot, as well as Guts is just freaking awesome. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. It took me a really long time to put together, given my very limited amount of time that I have, since I'm pumping out so many videos all at once. Anyway, thank you so very much for watching this. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys have been having a good day, keep on having a good day. If you guys have been having a bad day, I hope this video made your day just a little bit better. I hope to see all of you guys next time. Until then, stay cool, and bye.